Yo, what is happening, guys? Undisputed Vlogs here, and today we're back with another episode of the Undisputed Podcast. Again, I'm back with Slay.
I
Is that just your entrance there?
you.
E. No, I'm back for another Undisputed Podcast, basically. And, because obviously Slay is basically the main member, apart from me, because you're going to be on, like, basically every single one, probably. But yeah. Like always, I hope you guys have been enjoying the past few podcasts or whatever. But like I said, I'm going to be doing them weekly, every Saturday, so tune in for that. If you have any ideas, did you comment down below on any other of the podcasts? I will take into consideration, and if we can create a decent conversation, we will do them for a podcast. And no idea is a bad idea, so just comment it down below. But yeah, like I said, I hope you guys are enjoying the podcast so far. We're going to be doing it weekly because we enjoy doing it, and we're doing audio only at the minute. But I am getting a sofa in my room. It's so sometime soon, so then we'll actually start doing visual because I know a lot of people want to actually see visual, but then it'll actually be good.
I want to see our dumb fucking faces on the screen.
Yeah, I know. You want to see our
shit.
dumb fucking faces while we talk a lot of shit for like 45 minutes.
Yes.
But yeah, like I said, I hope you guys have been enjoying the Undisputed Podcast. We enjoy making it. And today we're actually going to be doing dreams. Just the weirdest dream, basically, that you can actually, we've had.
Yeah.
And that just comes to mind. We're just going to be doing one each because they're probably going to take long. And then the next episode, when I upload this, the following week, there will be a podcast of the weirdest dream that we've had. Because we've both had a lot of weird dreams, but it's hard to remember and pick out the specific one that is the weirdest.
To piece it together as well, because dreams you can't remember.
Exactly.
100%.
Like, that's why as soon as I woke up and I had that dream I've been telling you about, I wrote it down.
Yeah, it's like, I can't wait to hear it.
Oh yeah, no you can't. I can't wait to tell. But yeah, so the next episode will be about nightmares, but this episode is about our weirdest dream. So yes. Slay's gonna go first, and he's gonna tell me about a dream he had today.
Yeah, I took a nap today and
So-
I had a dream, so it's pretty fresh
Yeah.
in my mind. But
So today, as in just the day that we're recording this, and then I'll be telling one about a dream that I had the other day. But yeah, without further ado, let's just jump right into it. And Slay, take it away
Right,
with your
so, like,
story.
obviously, you just, like, it's hard to know when a dream starts, and, you know when a dream ends, but when a dream starts, it's weird to tell. So, from what I remember, the first thing I remember from the dream was I was in a field, it was a big grassy field, right?
Right.
And it was sunny, like, not really sunny, there was clouds, obviously.
I thought you said it was Sonic.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Right, go ahead, sorry.
He's in it. There was like a castle, and the castle was sort of a design. Have you ever seen like a rock on like the beach, but it has like the white swirls of fucking
Yes.
weird shit on it?
Yep.
It was like that, but it had that sort of design on it.
Okay.
Right. So I don't know, like down at myself, and I was wearing like a leather jacket, right? Like not like a trench coat jacket, but just like a leather jacket.
Yeah. Like a stylish.
Yeah. And I was blonde as well. I was wearing my glasses, and I was blonde.
Like pure blonde.
Like pure blonde, but
Fuck me, that would be weird.
the hair was the same hair that I have now, but
Okay.
sort of like shorter on the sides.
Okay.
And I had a sword, but the sword glows. Right?
Okay.
it glows. I don't know.
Was it a sword or was it a dildo?
Well, it's a dildo if you're brave enough.
Continue.
Alright, and then like all of a sudden like this fucking cunt just ran up, like he was riding a horse, he was running uphill, and I was like, right? And he just stopped me and was, sir, do you know where the nearest fucking Walmart is? And I was like, dude, we're in a field. He's like, yeah, I know, but do you know where one is? I was like, no, I just got here. And he was like, alright, carry on then. And then like I was like, well, the castle's the only thing I can see, so I'm gonna go there. So I went to the castle, and there's like a closer, it was like a town, right? And I went to the middle of town, and it was like not even like it was like sort of like futuristic, but also in the past, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So it had technology, but it was all like medieval.
Alright.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. So
it was like it was based in the medieval times.
yeah, but they all had like
And it had like the medieval atmosphere, but they had future technology.
yeah, it's like my sword was glowing and shit like that, and
Yeah.
fucking people had like street lamps and shit up. It's like when you go into a town, you walk through, and in the middle of it, it's like a sort of like, like the medieval like shopping sort of. Yeah, I was walking through those, and I was like, here, I've actually got money in my pocket. And I walked over and goes, how much for like, I don't know, like one coin? He goes like a fucking
How
bit
much for your your cheapest goat?
how much for? I was like, how much for like 1 coin? He goes, you'll get a bit of meat, I guess. And I was like, all right. So I was like, right. And then I was like, I need answers. So I bought the meat and I ate the meat because it was
It's the
hungry.
way he goes. A bit of meat, I guess. It's just like he doesn't even know what he's selling.
Yeah. It's a good mix of
He
everything.
doesn't even know the prices.
He just goes by off like weight, I guess. It's like, I need answers. I'm in this tier. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Right.
So I was on my way to the castle when a guard stopped me and goes, you can't enter there. That's where the king lives. And I was like, okay, but can you help me? I don't know where I am. And he goes, alright, can you like ask around? And I was like, you can't put me in a medieval setting and then put me on fucking side quests like it's some weird RPG. You can't do
Oh
this
my
to me, dude.
god.
I
I'm
was
just
like-
realizing you're in Skyrim.
I'm in Skyrim.
You're in Skyrim.
And someone comes up at some point.
You're in like Skyrim or fucking Fable. Did you kill anyone and then the guards came along and just saw the skeleton chase you?
It's just like, you've committed crimes against Skyrim and its people. I can't wait for someone to come over. You kill my family. I don't like when people kill my family. Apologize right now. Someone does that in Skyrim. It's like, alright, guess I'm
Okay, I'm
sorry.
sorry. Right, just don't do it again.
Yeah, that's what they do, and then they walk away.
I don't feel like I could do it again, mate. Your family's dead.
Yes.
I don't feel like I could fucking resurrect them and then kill them again.
And then he was like, no, visit this guy. I can't remember his name. He goes, he has all the answers.
We'll call him George.
We'll call him George, right?
I don't know why.
George.
George seems like a medieval name, not like one of the ones that just ride a horse. Like,
Yeah.
hello, Sir George. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
I sort of get that. It's like Monty Python. He's like, he's both of his arms
Yeah.
are off, and he goes, it's just a flesh wound. And he tries to kick him. And he was like, visit George. He has all the answers. George is like a fortune teller or some shit, so it's a bunch of lies and
Okay.
all that. But for some reason, whatever George says is the truth. So after the guard told me to visit the Almighty George, I went to George. I asked for some directions. Some people fucking told me to fuck off because I was dressed weirdly. I was in a leather jacket and I had a sword. Sword was like taller than me as well. I mean, could you even consider it a sword? Just a big hunk of metal or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, seriously, like, am I in like Berserk or am I in like Zelda or Skyrim or all of them combined? And then when I got the George's fucking place, it was like not even like it was like a fucking tent
Okay.
in like the fucking alleyway in the corner or some shit. So he's really closed off. I don't know how he keeps his business going if he's in there. On my way down, someone fucking poured their piss bucket out and they hit me, and I was like, "Are you serious? I'm gonna kick the shit out of you when I get out of here."
Are you just adding that part on, or the actual?
No, he put the fucking piss bucket, and I was like, "Excuse me." Fucking excuse me, because that's what they did. Like, you just piss in a bucket and shit. And you're like, you're lucky that's only piss.
By the way, talk at that tone of voice just in case it doesn't come out.
And I got the George, and I was like, George, help me. And he was Slay, I know who you are. And I was like, good for you, now help me.
I know who you are. Good. We can fuck off like with the introductions.
Yeah,
Fucking
it's like-
help me.
So he was like, alright, sit down. So I sat in his wee chair, and he did all the wee fucking ooh stuff. And he was like, and it was like, your future. And like, it got a bit of hazy here, so I can't really remember. But he just told me stuff. And then I was like, thank you for telling me all this stuff. Now I know where I am. And then he was like, alright. And then when I was about to leave, he was like, and I was like, what? It was like,
you pay him.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, money? I was like, oh shit, like, how much is it? He was like, 5 coins. I was like, oh sweet. I only have 4 coins because my greedy ass spent a coin on a bit of fucking meat. So he's like, right, guess I'm gonna call the guards. And I was like,
Oh.
calling the guards? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, I'll just resist arrest so I can get into the castle and speak to the king. And he was like, I knew you were gonna say that. And I was like, alright. So like I did what is
Well then, why did you give me the advice if you knew I didn't have the money?
good point. Maybe he's like the Doctor Strange.
He wanted to fuck you over.
He did. I guess that's like sort of his plan, To be honest, I think he just goes along with it. Like fortune tellers just go along with it. He goes, I knew you were gonna say that. Well, did you know I was gonna give you this and give him a finger? Yeah. What am I gonna do next? I don't know. You tell me.
I feel that there's a lot of breathing oxygen in your future. Oh my god.
I feel like you have a family member who is brunette. Oh my god, I do. How did you know?
Sorry.
So the guards were like their typical Skyrim guards who've committed acts against fucking people. Speaking of King, King was like, "Why are you here?" And I was like, "Well, the fortune told me I was here to do this. I was here to do that. Apparently, I have to save your world." And he was like, "Oh shit, for real? Are we in danger?" He was like, "Apparently." And then all of a sudden, a big dog just fucking flew in, like a big wolf, just flew into the wall. The wolf had a sword in his mouth.
Okay. Like, it was carried it, or it's stuck in, like...
Like, do you know the handle?
Yeah. Alright, okay.
Like, it was biting on the handle. And I was sitting there killing guards and shit. It was like, it wasn't like a massive one.
It was just running, no way it's like at your knee level, it was just run around kneecapping everyone.
Yeah, it was around like, say up to your like fucking stomach, I guess.
Yeah.
So it was a big dog. And it was for some reason strong enough to burst through the fucking wall.
That castle's not very guarded, or that fucking dog's strong as fuck.
And it just started fucking killing everyone. And then it was like, is that it? Like, the king was like, is that it? And then I was like, huh? I guess.
I suppose so.
And then I was like, alright, I got out my fucking sword out. I was like, nying, and it started to glow and shit. And I just anime ran towards it and started fighting the fuck out of it. It was...
You take it out in a way, so it's like... No.
Yeah.
It's like... Slay with the glowing dildo.
Yeah. Only
And it just does not like a pause frame, like...
Yeah.
And it comes up slay, and it's like... Ah! You start running towards...
Fucking as you do it, button prompts come up and shit.
You just start smashing square.
Fucking... I actually generally felt like I was Cloud from Final Fantasy fighting this wolf. The wolf was so fucking good. It was skilled. It was sitting there fucking doing backflips and shit, bouncing off the walls.
I can imagine you're going to tell me next. Oh, I had the sword out of its hand, then it got up and started boxing me on 2 feet.
I wish. Like, that would be so good. That would be something from Final Fantasy, to be honest. Like,
Right, so you started fighting it, like...
yeah, I was starting to find it. We were like clashing swords and shit. And then I like, you know, like, you sort of fucking slash your sword against the ground.
Okay.
Right, so I did that, and like the fucking sparks flew up into the fucking dog's face, and it just got like dizzy and shit because of it.
Landed it,
Yeah, and I just walked over and just fucking slashed its eyes out, and then it died, and then I was like, right, I guess I saved your world. And the king was like, thank you, how can we ever repay you? And then I was like, can I have an extra coin? I gotta pay my mans. And then he was like, alright. So he gave me an extra coin. I actually feel bad now because like I took the king's coin. It was probably his only one. So I paid him, and then he was like, "You have a bright future ahead of you." And he was like, "Yeah, you're only saying that because I paid you an extra coin, you stingy cunt." He probably actually knew I only had 4 coins.
That's what I said.
Yeah, what a fucking cunt.
Sure, that's what I said. Because he turned around and goes... No, you turn around and goes, something about, no, I'll let the guards take me in the castle, and I'll just see the king. And he goes, I knew you were going to say that. And I turn around and goes, well, if he can see the future, how did he not know you only had 4 coins? That's what I said.
Maybe he can only choose to see the future. Maybe he's like 10 seconds ahead.
Or maybe he just wanted to fuck you over. Maybe the only way you could get into the castle was to save them, so he needed to fuck you over to do it.
Alright, so I did that, and I saved their fucking Kingdom of Hyrule or some shit. So on my way out, it was none other than Minecraft Steve standing at the gates.
No, you're joking there.
No.
No, you're taking the piss.
No.
This is not your dream. You're adding stuff on.
No.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. Minecraft Steve. Like, it was just... Right? And he didn't say anything for the rest of the dream, but for some reason I knew what he was talking about. You know what, like, you just know.
He just looks at you and you're like, yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I really should do
he's
that.
like, he tell me the stories. Yeah, I know. I feel that. Like, he's Fenton. Oh fuck, dude, I'll give you a hug here. Apparently, like, he was so shit at fighting because he's just a fucking block. And it was so weird seeing Minecraft Steve, a whole block man, in like a world of just like, not blocks. And he had a like diamond sword. I had like a sword that glows. My sword was better than his. Come on. I killed a wolf. What did he kill? A creeper. Okay. And then like it got a little bit of hazy, like, you know, I couldn't remember some of it. And then like it's like I'm trying to remember the rest of it, but
Just skip to the part you remember.
alright, so after I met Steve, we got to like a cabin in like some sort of woods, and we were like, we should rest here for the night. So we did, and I saw like a wee book in the cabin, and I began to read it. And you know what you can read in a dream, but whenever you try to remember what you read, when you wake up, you can never remember it.
Yeah.
It was like that, but I remember like reading the book and then closing it and going, that was just that was like a guy's diary. I just read that. That's so disrespectful. And then like we went to sleep, and when we woke up, Steve was there. He's making food and shit. And I was like, he sort of like held it towards me, and I was like, oh, what'd you make? He didn't say anything, but I was like, okay, I'll take it, I guess. And then like some old guy, he just fucking walked in and goes, "What the fuck are you doing in my cabin?" And we were like, "Sorry, we needed a place to stay. It was the only cabin in the woods, we think." And he was like, "Well, get out, or we'll fight you."
Why is he only coming back in the morning? Why did he not notice?
I guess
Overnight.
it's like, I guess it's sort of like, I don't know, like he went out fishing.
Overnight? All night?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, if you like, I don't know, it's like Breath of the Wild. I don't go to my house all the time and that.
Go ahead.
So we were like, "Why are you actually being such a cheeky cunt?"
You're in his house?
No, but it just made sense. And I was thinking, "Why are you actually being such a cheeky cunt?" And then he was like, "Dude, get out." And I was like, "No, it's my house." And he was like, "I'll actually fucking fight you." And I was like, "Tell you what, dude, right? You go see that YouTube video of me fighting the wolf and then we'll talk." And he was just like, "What?" And because, like, you know, I had this knowledge of just where we live now, so I know what YouTube was, but he doesn't. So he was like, "What?" And then I drew my sword, and then he had an axe.
He had a fucking fishing rod.
You can imagine it, he just fucking uses Isabel's side beam fishing rod. He had an axe, so he was either fishing or chopping down trees, I guess. So we, like, fucking fought, like, and then, like, he was pretty good with the axe, actually. He was, like, hitting that fucking Ganon side beam, Doria! You know, hitting
Doria!
And then it was like, as we were fighting, we were cutting down his house. Because it's made of wood. So, like, we were slashing down his house. Minecraft Steve was outside. I don't know, he's probably having a smoke, I guess. And, we were, like, in it, and he was jumping off walls too. I was jumping off walls. I jumped off the bed, tried to hit him. And he fucking blocked it with his axe. And that's like, that shit's not even wood. That's like wood with, like, metal underneath it or some shit. What are you guys doing here? And then, like, he fucking, like, stuck it into my side, like, right to the middle. And I was like, I was in so much pain. But it was still alive. Somehow. Okay. And then I took, you sort of, like, draw the sword back, and you put your elbow, like, right back, right?
Yeah.
And I stuck it into his chest. And then he was pushing deeper into my side, and I was pushing deeper into his chest. And then the house collapses.
I fucking knew. I was literally gonna wait. I was literally thinking in my head, we see, you're gonna cut this, and then you're gonna say, it just collapsed on top of us.
It collapses on top of us, but, like, it hits us both, but we don't fall, we're just still standing there, so we're, like, invincible or some shit. And then
you're like that guy from the slapping contest. Nothing faces you.
Yeah, he takes like a champ. And then, like, he slashed my stomach all the way through, so I was cut in half. I slashed his shoulder upwards, so I died, but as I was dying, I saw him, like, his body, like, tipping over, and he was walking over. And then I died. And then I woke up.
Okay. Like this video if his story was good. If you don't like the video, well then...
I gotta say, it was a pretty satisfactory ending. I got chopped in half.
Yeah. I didn't think it was going to end there, but okay.
You think I'm going to stay alive after I'm...
No, but I didn't think that you were actually going to die at that point. Like, I thought it was going to continue on, like, a bit more where you were wounded.
Bro, it's like I beat the fuck out of a dog, and a simple, like, fucking man in the woods just beats me.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so that was Slay's story.
Oh my god, it's your turn.
Yep. Yay. Right, so now on to my story.
I can't wait.
Trying to find where to put me feet. So, I'm obviously going to have to rate... Now, I wrote down the shortest way possible to remind me of everything. Okay. Obviously, there's parts that I don't remember, but I actually remember the majority. I'm going to try and make it not go on for like an hour, but I'm going to try and explain it the best I can. So, right, you ready?
Yeah.
So, basically, it literally just started, right? Mm-hmm. Where it was our entire group.
Yeah, so
By the way, stay tuned for this, because this is one of the most fucked up dreams, right? It's just funny. It's, like I said, it's action, it's horror, it's comedy, it's great.
It's porno.
Right. Yes, actually, it kind of is near the end.
Nice.
It actually is.
There's a little bit of sex. It's like Friends with Benefits, which is a terrible sex scene in the middle of it.
Well, we don't see the sex scene, but it happens.
Yeah, I wish we didn't see it in Friends with Benefits, like, but we have.
Right. Well, so our entire group, no all the males from our group, just our main group. Like me, you, Brandon, Cameron Stevenson, Cameron Warren, just like all the main ones basically. So we were all in an underground bunker, right?
Yeah.
And we were all just talking, can't remember specifically what we were talking about, But then I remember Cameron Warren saying about they were almost out of food.
Right.
So then we started discussing this, and I was like, right, okay. And Cameron was like, I feel like we need to go get food. So I was like, right, I'll go out and I'll get food. And then Cameron was like, I'll come with you. By the way, just tell you, Cameron Warren is the second main character in this story.
Right.
I don't know why him, but he's the second main character. Because he always seems to be with me when something fucking happens.
Yeah.
There's only one thing that fucking... There's only two things in this entire story that he's not there, but he's there just before it happens as well.
Yeah.
He just seems to be a second main character.
So while I was in Skyrim, you were in Fallout?
Kind of, yeah.
Bro, we're both in Bethesda games.
You'll see why.
Yeah.
So yes, we decide that, and I goes, right, I'll go out and I'll get the food into the city, right? And so obviously with the being food, I'll go out get the food in the city. And Cameron is like, right, I'll come with you. Now this is the part whenever I told Marcus, I don't understand. So it was our main group, so it's about 8 to 10 people.
Yeah.
Why did only 2 of us go out and get food? It's only me and Cameron, man. Why did only 2 of us go out and get food?
Because of the bitch.
I don't know why. Like, no, everyone else sat there silently. We were just like, yeah, we're away to get food, blah, blah, blah. So me and Cameron went out. It just skipped to us getting into the city, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was a very broken down... Basically, you know Fallout?
Yeah.
Just picture the Fallout environment, basically is. So we were looking for food. We went in the supermarket, store, all of that. Like, went in for the broken window and all. Trespassing. And then we just got a lot of food. Then it just continued on for a while. And then we heard like a large like growl.
Yeah.
So then we were like, shit, we need to get out of here. Because obviously like we had weapons, but we heard like a lot of growls. What was it?
A fucking death claw comes in from
So
Fallout.
we heard a lot of growls, right? So then we got to the point where like, right, we need to go. So we got out and we started running. And we like kind of looked up the street and it was kind of empty. But we saw like a good few up there. This is zombies, by the way.
Right.
This is what it's all relating to. That's why I said it's just very strange. So we're zombies. We run and we like kind of run out just outside saying there's like a broken down bus. So me and Cameron were hide behind that. Suddenly we hear a chopper, no, like the chopper speaker, and a light shines on us. And then it blinds us, and the next thing we know, it turns off, like still shine, but it turns off. Me and Cameron turn around and we're surrounded by Drake. Say for example, you look at Men in Black. Do you know why they just wore the suits like bodyguards?
Yeah.
Just all bodyguards
Will
surrounding us in a fucking circle, and we're just like, what the fuck is going on? And literally, the few of the bodyguards step aside.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, this is part I was talking about. John fucking Wick walks in. See, here's the thing. It's not John Wick, but it was him, but it's not.
Yeah,
like,
I get that. Yeah, I feel.
I did not catch his name in that dream, but it wasn't John Wick.
Did you not even ask me? What's your name?
No.
Oh.
Right, so it was basically John Wick, but he had short hair. No, like my type of hair, but spiky.
Yeah.
Say that. Like, no, whenever I get my hair freshly cut, and it just instead of spiked. Right, he came out. And he turned around and just said about us coming with him, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Next thing I knew, we were in... no, that's it. Next thing I knew, me and Karen Warren got hit in the back of the head.
Mm-hmm.
We then woke up, and I was in, like, this chair, strapped to the chair.
Right.
When I woke up, I looked to my left, all yous were sitting there. There was
shit, he got us all.
There was, like, blood. That's the point. Like, he must have got you out of a bunker. I don't understand how, but he did.
He just knew.
And there was just blood on one part of every single one of yous.
Yeah.
And I just remember waking up and looking at him. By the way, I didn't just wake up. This is the thing, so I missed part of the dream.
Yeah.
Like, he turns around and he starts, like, I can't remember what it was, but he starts, like, drilling into my skin.
Oh my god, no.
And this is actually happening. I woke up with, like, a sore arm. So, he starts drilling into my skin a wee bit. And he turned around and goes, so are you going to do it now? And I turn, all I just remember is going, fuck you. And he goes, okay. And I just remember him turning around. And, yeah, I turn and goes, fuck you. And he turned around and goes, right, you're my favourite to torture. He goes, you're the hardest to break.
He just met you.
He literally, no, but he tortured all of yous. I was the last one.
Oh,
like, that's why there's blood all over
right.
you. So I just, yeah. And he goes, you're my favourite to torture. He goes, you seem to be the hardest to break. He goes, I like you.
Yeah.
And he just continued to torture me, blah, blah. And he turned and goes, so I'm going to ask you one more time. He goes, I'm going to explain it one last time. He goes, you get one last chance. And I like kind of just like looked at him. I was dizzy and all that. He turned and goes, here's what's gonna happen. He goes, right. I don't know where this was based, by the way, but he turned around and goes, we need you and your team to go to New York. He goes, we're gonna drop you off in New York. He goes, we need you to go to New York. We're gonna drop you off, like say for example, at the borderlines, New York.
Yeah.
And he turned and goes, we need you to travel through and go to this bank and collect all of his wife's built up money.
Fucking Spider-Man comes out of nowhere in New York.
So he said, we want you to collect all this built up money that belonged to his wife. And his brother worked in the bank, and to see if his brother was still alive. Now, the thing that I don't get, why the fuck do you care about money if there's a zombie apocalypse? You don't have to pay for anything. Fucking walk in and take it. That's what we were doing. That's what me and Kevin were doing with food.
That man's never played Fallout. You just use taps.
But yeah, so he said that, and I turned around again and goes, fuck you. And he goes, okay. So then we all got taken out of the chair. And just as we were exiting, this is where it happens. I'm gonna use code names for the fucking people.
Names, but I don't know who you're referring to.
I'm gonna use code names for this, so I'm not actually gonna use the real names of the two people, right? So, basically, right. So then we're exiting the room, and Sharon. I'm just gonna use Sharon as the code name for the woman. Sharon comes in. And she seems to be the wife of John Wick. I'm just going to call him John Wick because it is.
Sure, is that?
Yeah. Well, to be fair, he'd be wealthy and she always liked their money. So she walked in and basically she was just talking to him, blah, blah, blah. And we got taken to this room down the hall. We were all stuck in that room. And one by one, we were being taken back and tortured individually, probably.
Yeah.
And then
that makes sense.
The last person brought back, of course, was Cameron Warren. And then they came and took me. And as we were like they were opening the door to take me, I headbutted one of them.
Oh shit.
And I booted back the other one like in the fucking balls. So they dropped and I swung my arm, elbowed one of them. As soon as that happened, like all of yous basically, because like we were all in like handcuffs obviously, all of yous like piled on, tried to get the keys. And we all like, well, I got myself unlocked. Cameron Stevenson got himself unlocked. I think you did.
Right.
And Cameron Warring was in the midst of it.
Yeah.
And then we heard guards coming down, so we were like, shit, we have to run, we have to hide, blah, blah. So we continued. This was like a big room. Yeah. We run, and the guards burst in, and they tried to grab everyone. And I run and hid in like this closet type thing. Right?
Yeah.
So I hid in this closet type thing. And then literally, yous all got taken. I'm trying to remember this, like, no, piece by piece.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yous all got that. Yous got taken. And then, I came out. And I'm actually trying to remember. It's so hard to remember. That's where Cameron Stevenson phoned me and woke me up from my sleep.
Yeah.
And then after speaking to him, I went back to sleep. And literally, it was like an intermission. Literally, the dream stopped and it continued right bang on where it finished off. Came out of the closet. I saw them taking you. So, I literally tried to, kind of sneak around. I ended up getting caught and getting knocked out. We then got taken to, like, this other base thing. And, we then were getting tortured again, blah, blah. We were left in a room with a few of the guards. We all, basically jumped the guards, and then we had to sneak about. I was in front. Then, of course, Cameron Warring was behind me, because for some reason he was the second main character. And we got out of the building, and we got into the city. No, that's it. We were in this building, right? And they were transporting us. That was later on in the fucking story I'm talking about. I'm trying to remember it in sync. They took us out of this building.
Yeah.
And there was a certain part in the city that was cordoned off from zombies, and there was survivors. No, there wasn't many, but there were survivors. And they were transporting us. They were going, across the street to this place. And basically, while doing that, John Wick, Sharon, or fucking nothing was there. I always forgot to mention one of the other characters. Like I said, I'm going to use codename for her, Chloe.
Yeah.
And, basically, she was just the assistant of Sharon.
Right.
And, so while they were transporting us, John Wick, Sharon, Chloe, and none of them were there. And there was only, 2 guards for some reason. They weren't very smart. So then, they sat us down or something.
Right.
And there was a guy, they must have all been prisoners or something.
Yeah.
And there was a guy that was speaking to us, and he's like, blah, blah, blah. And then he told us, he was like, oh, if you want a way out, there's a taxi. I don't know how
You
this,
just
like,
order a
worked.
taxi and then
No.
apocalypse, I guess.
He goes, if you want a way out, he goes, there's a guy that has a taxi. Because, this place that was cordoned off, it was quite a big part of the city.
Yeah.
So it's like, say, for example, no way they had us in the first base.
Yeah.
They must have to drive through the city in a truck.
Yeah.
And then go into this other base. It's like halfway across the city.
Yeah.
So then he said that it's up there, blah, blah, blah. So we were like, right, we're going to wait for perfect time, then we're going to try and make an escape. So we did. We all waited till the guards turned around. They must have been getting food or something.
Yeah.
Or doing something. And we all, like, run out. Now, at this time, Chloe and her friend was coming back. I don't even know who the fuck the friend was. I just remember. And, basically, she must have been the other assistant or something like that. And we were running. This is the part Mark pissed himself at. We were running, and Cameron Stevenson was the furthest behind.
Mm-hmm.
Chloe and the other assistant grabbed him. So we got ahead, and then we realised that Cameron Stevenson wasn't with us. And it was me, Cameron Warren, and you.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, shit, what was supposed to do? And I said, you go to the taxi, and I'm going to run back and try and save him.
Mm-hmm.
Keep in mind, we all have handcuffs on. So,
Yeah.
like, we can't, like, fucking punch them or anything.
Yeah.
No, so I run back to try and save Cameron. And I basically shove into Chloe and push the other one off and help Cameron up quickly. I said to Mark, how much funnier would it have been if I goes, I'll run up and I drop kick Chloe. Oh, he's so much better. But I said, yes, I shoved them off, help Cameron up, and I goes to Cameron, you go that way, and I go this way. Cameron was meant to take a detour around, get to the taxi.
Yeah.
And then I started running. But then, because I helped Cameron up and I went the opposite way, oh yes, no, I left out the best part. Fucking Chloe and this other girl, no, whenever they were trying to get Cameron to talk, seeing where everyone was going, because obviously he would have knew. And she was basically, like, just being a bitch. But she was also basically sexually harassing him as well. Because she was stroking him and shit, right? So she was basically sexually harassing him. Basically. And, I don't know whether she was trying to torture him or bribe him. But yes, so she done that. She caught me. Blah, blah, blah. But then I, like, tripped her up. She fell in the other one. And I got away. But I got to the point where the taxi was meant to be. And it wasn't there. And then I found out. As, like, I just detoured through the city.
Mm-hmm.
I found out from the taxi guy. Because he was in, like, a different part of the city. And I asked about you. And he turned around and goes, oh... And then he explained you, and I was like, yeah, that's them. They're my friends. Where are they? And he turned and goes, they were approaching, like, he goes, I only saw them back there. He goes, they were approaching my taxi, and they wanted to lift somewhere. Then he goes, but then, and I can't remember the fucking name, but he said, John Wick and Sharon, with a lot of bodyguards, came into work and grabbed them, and basically put them in a black van, took them away. And then they must have got Cameron Stevenson as well, whenever he got there. And I was like, right, do you know where that is? And then he goes, told me where it was. So I got in, he drove me to that part, which is probably halfway across the city again. He drove me to that part that's still in the safe zone. And it's a massive, it literally looked like a fucking big ass office building, but it's like a fucking big CEO building or something. But I got there, and I had to basically sneak in. There was no guards at the door for some reason, but I had to sneak in, I got in. And I don't know why this part reminds me of Orangefield, no high school. So I walked in. There's a janitor closet on my left, and as you go round, there's literally, do you remember as you walk in Orangefield, you turn right, there's stairs that go up and like that, and it's glass. That was the exact thing. But there's a janitor closet, and there's like a window, it's like one-way glass in the janitor closet. So I went in, I put on a janitor disguise, fucking picked myself up a wee bit, and because I was basically had to fucking save everyone. I came out, I walked around, and I tried to sneak around, but if someone did catch me, they'd think I'm a janitor. Because I did, like, fucking, like, put, like, a fake mustache or something on, like, fucking a hat on, so it looked a wee bit different. So I went up, there was a few guards. Now, this is the part that it just skips. It's not the fact I'm forgetting this part, it just skips. So, there's about 2 guards, because there always seems to be 2 guards for some reason. Yeah. So, I take out one of them, drag him, like fucking Splinter Cell. The other guard comes over, do the same to him. Then it skips to me being in the vent, Like, I find out yous are in the room that they were guarding.
Right.
Skips to me being in the vent above this room that yous are all in with Sharon, Chloe, the other girl, and John Wick. No, John Wick's not there, sorry. Sharon and them three. It just skips to me being above, right? And I'm like, right, I have to jump down here. So I jump down for a scene just above Sharon, shove her out of the way, and she, like, goes fucking flying, basically. No! I keep fucking this up. Chloe, it was only Sharon in that fucking room, Fuse, right? Because it all fits together whenever I tell you. It's only Sharon in that fucking room. Shoved her away, basically. And those two guards outside know we're gone. Now, there's only one guard in the room with Sharon. And he shot me. So, he shot me right through the chest. I fell back. It went black. And I remember waking up as he's trying to put me in a body bag, basically, like, drag me out. It's only him. And all of a sudden, no, he went and got help from another guard, sorry. I'm trying to remember because, like, I even said to Mark, it's like, it's so hard to remember on the spot because it was a dream. You never remember dreams.
Really.
So he must have went and got someone new to, like, help him or something. And so they were putting me in that. I punched him. And you know what always happens in games? I punched him. He let his gun off and shot the other guard. I then hit him, grabbed the gun off and shot him. Now this fucking room must have been fucking soundproof because no one fucking heard this in the building apparently.
Yeah.
But yes, and it turned out, I didn't even know this by the way because remember in the dream it skipped?
Yeah.
I unbuttoned my shirt and I was wearing a bulletproof vest that I took from one of the guards. I jumped outside. And I see Mark, he turned around and goes, what? And I was like, yeah. Apparently in the stream, I was really fucking smart. I was like, and I didn't even know it because it just skipped to me being in the fucking event. I don't even know how I got in the event.
Yeah, it just happens, I guess.
Yeah, so I was like, right. So I basically took the key, unhandcuffed her. Sharon's knocked out in the corner because when I shoved her, she must have smacked her fucking head. We left the room. This is coming to an end, by the way. We left the room, start walking. We're running the Chloe, right?
Yeah. Oh, final
Now,
place.
we see her walking down, basically, so we hide in the closet.
Yeah.
As she's walking past, we open the door, grab her, pull her in, and we start questioning her. Then she speaks, and she turns around and goes, blah, blah, blah. Didn't mean to do this, I'm so sorry, blah, and all that shit. And then she goes to Cameron Stevenson. She goes to Cameron Stevenson, and just goes, you were the one I feel the worst about. She goes, because I've liked you ever since you came here, right? So her and Cameron Stevenson is literally like he is in real life. He went completely off topic. Like, this bitch tried to kill me and was like, well, you're kind of hot.
Yeah.
Literally, I shit you not. So then they just started fucking talking. We were just kind of like, yo, Cameron, we have to go. And he goes, hang on a sec. We were just acting in the room. And then all of a sudden, we close the door, give them time. And then it's taking too long. And then all you hear is them making sounds and they're basically fucking, right?
Yeah.
So I just turn around and go, right, we don't have time for this. We'll come back for them later. So we're all going to fucking get John Wick and fucking Cameron's in a closet shagging Chloe. That's it, right?
Yeah.
So then we go down this long ass corridor. We finally get to the main room, which was his office, it must have been. And obviously I'm in front. Now, it's a big, no heavy, like, silver door, like, literally like a fucking safe, just in case anyone tried to film. I walk in, the second I walk in, the door slams in Cameron Warren's face, and yous are all locked outside. He walks then from behind the door, and it's just me and him. Start talking shit, blah, blah, blah. This is the thing also. Remember I told you about he wanted us to go into New York and get all the money? That's the thing. Remember I said there's a story that just completely gets fucking kicked?
Yeah.
It never happens. That was literally just a plot in the story. It just got taken out. So yeah, we start talking shit. Then I swing a punch at him. He dodges it. He punched me, I punch him. We literally fight for about 10 minutes. I shit you not, it must have been like an hour in real time, but like 10 minutes of my dream. Finally, he fucking swings, and I get him with a good punch across the jaw. Then I grab him, throw him on the ground, punch him, and I'm on top of him. I take out the fucking gun out of his fucking holster.
Yeah.
And I just remember turning around and saying, the one thing you gotta... I literally said, like, know about meeting him or something. And I was like, the one thing you don't fucking know about me. And I was like, you can fuck with me. And I was like, but you don't ever fuck with my friends. And I literally blew his head off. And then I woke up.
Oh shit.
And that's the part Brandon, no, when I told Brandon the story, he's like, did you go back to sleep and finish it? And I was like, no. And he goes, well, how's it end? And I was like, I apparently blew his head off. I was like, it literally ends with just me winning the fight against John Wick, I blow his head off, and then it must be we go back. And no, Brandon turned around and goes, "What about Cameron and Chloe?" And I was like, "I don't know, they must finish in the closet, I guess." And then we pick them all after. But I was like, so basically, I kill John Wick. We go back, must pick up fucking Cameron. Chloe must turn good or something.
Yeah.
We must fucking feed
For the-
Sharn to the fucking zombies or
Through
something.
the power of sex.
We must feed Sharn to the zombies or something shit. But I said to Brandon, I was like, I don't know.
Two guys that told you about the taxi.
Just changed. What?
Two guys that told you about the taxi.
What do you mean?
What happened to them?
I don't know. That's what I said. Like I'm.
Those the two guys everyone was talking about?
What?
Or those what Mark and Brandon were talking about? But what happened to them? Or
No, he's talking about Cameron and Chloe in the closet. He goes, "What the fuck happened there?" And I was like, "I don't know. They must finish." But Bram was talking about it all. He's like, "How does it like end? Like, how does it all go?" And I was like, "I don't know. I told you I woke up. I'm just gonna assume that we all just lived in that part of the city together."
it's a safe zone. It makes sense.
Yeah, but because it makes sense. But I literally just said, I just remembered ending where me and John Wick fought. I literally said that line.
Yeah.
I put the gun in his head and shot him bang on the head, and it literally goes, "That's how it ended." So literally, do you see what I mean, right? It was a horror because of the zombies. It was an action because of fighting.
Yeah.
It was a fucking comedy just
Yeah.
because of the fucking sex scene, the shit that happened.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So do you see what I mean? Why it all fit in? It was all those three fucking genres. Then it was a zombie apocalypse, but he cared about money. But it was fucking John Wick, and it was Sharn and Chloe.
It just makes sense, I guess.
It doesn't though. It made sense in the dream. Whenever you hear the storyline,
Yeah,
I just
it
told
makes
you, it
sense.
kind of does.
It makes sense
But
in the dream, but when you wake up,
I don't see why everyone that
It's like fine.
all them people were the ones that was in it. And I don't know why Cameron Wang was the second main character, but he was with me the most, so I'm putting him as the second main character. But yes, so yeah. So I literally just said to Mark, after I told Mark, I literally just said to Mark, you know what, the only thing I'm taking away from that dream is the fact of, see if anyone asks me about it, I'm going to be like, do you know what, I beat John Wick in a fight. See, when it came to me and John Wick showdown, I beat him, and I blew his fucking head off.
Got him.
So that's the story. What'd you think?
They should turn that into a movie.
That's the thing, you'd actually think I made that up on the spot.
Yeah, they should turn it into a movie.
But the thing is, I don't feel like I have the creativity to make that up on the spot. I really don't. But so what'd you think of it? You said you were excited. Are you disappointed at all?
No, I'm not. I'd give that a healthy 8 out of 10.
Was it better than you expected? Was it good as you expected?
Probably better than I expected.
It entertained you, yeah?
It was. I was like, bro, you went through so much shit in your fucking Fallout world.
Yeah, I know. It's like, no, the part I still don't understand is whenever he goes, go collect money, no Sharn savings, and I was like, but why the fuck does money matter? It's a zombie apocalypse. I was like, just do what me and Cat Warren did. We just went to a store and lifted the food.
Yeah, it's like, who's gonna stop me?
Exactly, it's not illegal anymore.
Yeah.
But, it was based in a zombie world, and we only heard of zombies once. We knew that they were around, but we only seen them once. And we didn't even see them properly, they were in the distance. That wasn't even a nightmare either, it was just a dream. I wouldn't even class that as a nightmare though. Because I class a nightmare as something that you kind of wake up and be like, holy shit, that was kind of creepy. That I just woke up and was like, that's kind of fucking funny. What a fucking dream. And I was like, that should actually be a movie.
Resident Evil movie vibes I get from that.
I'll take it. So yeah.
Keanu Reeves was in your dream.
Bruni, with my fucking hairstyle, spiky hair. But yeah, that was my dream.
Maybe that's his tax one.
Oh yeah. So, like I said, if you enjoyed Slay's story, hit that like button. If you enjoyed my story,
hit that subscribe button.
if you enjoyed my story, hit that like button again so you never liked it in the first place, and then hit it again, just so I know that you liked my story. Yeah. And if you liked both our stories, hit that subscribe button. And if you didn't like both our stories, hit that subscribe button.
Yeah.
And if you didn't watch this episode or listen, hit that subscribe button, because it really does help. But yeah.
Maybe next time you'll be in my dreams.
I can't. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, we'll be doing this every single Saturday. We'll be thinking of something new. Comment ideas down below. And yeah, no idea is bad idea. Take them in consideration. If we can create a conversation, we'll do it. And the next episode, we're gonna, because we talked about one dream each. Next episode, we're gonna talk about one nightmare each, and then if it's not long enough, we'll talk about two each. But yeah, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed. Me and Sly will be here every single Saturday. And yeah, smash the like button, comment ideas, and smash that subscribe button. And check out all my, go over and subscribe if you do enjoy gaming to my Undisputed Gamer channel. Link in the description. All my social medias be in the description, and all Sly's social medias be in the description, and also a link to his YouTube channel as well. And he'll be uploading. It's coming to June. Did you say June or July?
July.
Okay, in July he'll be start uploading. So yeah, go over that, and we might do a few podcasts on his one. But yeah, like I always say, I hope you guys enjoyed. Sly, do you have anything to say?
Goodbye.
Yeah, Sly says goodbye. But yeah, as always, I've been Undisputed. That's been Sly, and we'll see you in the next one.